coffee, got my muffin. We're good to go. All right. I suppose I should probably go check on how uranium is looking. So it seems like over the course of one or two 235s, I can get three or four of them into the setup. Things go really well, and we're good, but okay, that's not bad. I just have to come up and feed it every once in a while, but after that, like, it's okay. Maybe the uranium isn't quite as insufferable as I thought. That's good. Um, huh? Eh? The fuck? What got damaged? What? What? Oh, what the fuck? Oh. Oh, I see. Um, well, I'm over a new planet, so we can go explore at the very least. Or am I already there? I don't know. Okay. I'm getting to a pretty solid point in ammo. Ugh, I like how big that nest is. Or that nest in particular. Jeez. I'm gonna go. Hmm. Let me grab the resources I need to make a new rocket. Only 200 blue circuits. Because I worry what'll end up happening is I get there and I get stranded there and basically have to restart Factorio on that planet. And I don't want that to happen. Engines. Okay. Got the pipes. Concrete. I have here now. Hmm. What the fuck? Why is there a fucking fuel cell in here? Huh? Alright, you know what? I go drop that off. I don't know why the fuck I have a fuel cell on me, or 10 fuel cells on me. Like, oh, at the very least, I'll have fuel for at least for a while. Need one more stack of concrete, and then a fuck ton of steel. I don't have a space for fuck ton of steel. Let me do this. Drop off that. I should probably go test these out and see how they are in actual combat, but we'll do that in a moment. First, I need to go drop off all this stuff. Well, now that I've got that, god damn, 10 by 10. Holy shit. What's the crafting recipe for that? Oh. Oh. Oh no. I mean, I guess. It's how much? What? 300? 100? Yeah, it's just 2 stacks. That's not bad, actually. Let me swap this over to that. Alright, give me one moment. Oh, there we go. Oh, it just decreases energy consumption with no other effects? Huh. Funny that. I'll let that build up. Got the engines. Yeah, I'm literally just waiting for the low density um, alloys. And then we'll be good to go. 10 by 10 is honestly a wild upgrade. 2, 4, 6, 8. So I'll get 2 in this direction, and I'll get 2, 4, 6, 4 in this direction. Like, that is massive, massive upgrades. Holy shit. Both of my nostrils are clear. I can breathe. Do I have... Yeah, huh? Sure do. Yes, I just need... There we go. How much is it gonna cost, crap? I saw the 4 hours. And my fucking God, I was not ready for that. Okay, it's only 25 seconds. Oh. Oh, you can't do that to me. Oh my God. You mean none of... Oh, yeah. That makes sense. It should be done, though. For the most part. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, I already have it? Yeah. Yep, I sure do. Batteries and steel plates. Okay. Ah, why am I? What? Right. I had to remodel. Okay, forgot about that. Um, one personal RoboPort. Bit of power armor. Oh, oh no, 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 no! Do not craft them yourself. That is fucking stupid. I'm not having any part in that 4 hours required to fucking craft it out. No, thank you. Yeah, there we go. Much better. Oh my god. Oh. Already I'm in for a good time. It might be worth it to make myself immune to belts. Where it is also very helpful. Not be immune to belts. Oh! Oh, 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 whoa, whoa, whoa. Research them. Yeah. Because, honestly, I am. Yeah. I'm not too worried about that. 5,000. Holy shit. Alright, I should have plenty. Um, 10 personal batteries, 5 low density structures, and 15 processing units. Shit. gonna need a bunch more batteries. Then I'll use one of these with speed upgrades to make the next tier battery once I can get it. Hmm. Okay, good. This is just in case I need to emergency. Whee! I want to have the bare minimum essentials that I need to make a rocket, and then just Oh, that was the rocket. Okay, that's done. That's good. Um, yeah, at this point in time, we're just waiting for the battery Mark II to finish up. Hmm. Now it says that I can make rocket parts and store them in a rocket. Weird. That's my question. Hmm. Weird. I didn't want to do that, but okay. both do and don't like the chairs or the arms on this chair. Because on the one hand, they're okay. They're comfortable. On the other hand, I hate how fucking loud they are. Okay. I'm assuming it's now tapping into... Yes. Alright. Means I'm now fully converted over to uranium ammo. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. There we go. Now we're good. So, before I head into space and while I'm waiting for the Mark II battery to finish, I'm going to go ease my mind of issues I've been noticing have been cropping up on the edge of my pollution. Where's my pen? Right away. Oh, hello. You have ammo that is forbidden. Oh, you have lots of ammo that is forbidden. What the fuck? No. No. Get rid of that. No. We cannot be having you running with old gen ammunition here. It's not... No. That's not how this works. Okay. There we go. You're good. 1.8 thousand. Alright. Let's go take out some meds. My armor is still charging, but that's fine. Because it's to a point where I'm comfortable with doing smaller nests with it. Even though I understand fully that the nests that I'm about to go visit are probably growing big biters and all that fun stuff. Honestly, what I should start doing is when I reach one, throw down a radar with a few solar panels and just see what's around. I do have solar panels. Holy shit, wait a minute. 50 kilowatts, meaning I only need 5 of them to power it. Ooh, that's actually a valid option. Oh, that's a satellite nest that I did not see. Ooh, fucking big worms. Oh my god. No, actually, let me take a look. How much damage does big worm acid do? 259 a second. Oh my fucking god. No wonder why it fucking deletes me so quickly. Holy shit. That's insane. I am very interested to see how this goes over with the new rounds. Oh, oh my, yes. All right, we are back in business. Oh my god, it's amazing. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I love every moment of it. Oh my god. Okay. No, I like this. I really like this. Okay. I like that a lot. Me. I think that's under. What? I saved it, didn't I? Ah, there we go. Where? No. I have a robo board on me. What the fuck? Oh, does it only construction robots? That might be it. Yep. It is, in fact, just construction robots that it'll work on. There we go. That'll do it. I forget that logistics bots are just for delivering shit to you rather than actually getting you logistics. This is a sizable nest. Come on. Oh, like a fucking dream. Um, 3 to be safe. There we go. There we go. Good as new. All right. Fuck. What direction? Where? Huh? That's specifically what I was trying to avoid. What the fuck? That's not good. I'm not gonna get there in time. Where? Where? The iron? Fuck! There should have been nothing up there. Fuck it. We're gonna have to plow through some stuff. Seems like they just took out the drill. How the fuck am I still using the goddamn... Whatever. Oh, Lord. Honestly, upgrade. Yeah. So, apparently there's a nest somewhere near here. And I need to take it out. So, let me get a radar down so I know what's going on around here. And, yeah, now that I know where they're coming from, I need to begin to prepare. I'm really glad they didn't reach my power. Otherwise, I'd have been furious. It seems like they're very specific about what they target. I knew that achievement was going to come up at some point anyway. It was just a matter of when, not if. However, it does suck that it ended up taking fucking 2 of my drills. However, good that it only took 2 of my drills. So, yeah. Let me go find that nest. It's somewhere nearby. That much is certain. We're gonna go pay it a visit. Because it's very clearly sending out scouting parties to probe at my defenses. Came from up here. No, I'm outside of it now. Ah, is it them? Yep, it's them. All right, hold on. Let me real quickly blow my nose. All right, I can breathe again. We're good. All right. No more assaults. Hopefully. Unfortunately, what that's told me is that I'm gonna need to start setting up radars and turrets around the various areas. And I'm gonna need to set robust networks up to deliver the ammunition from to each of them. How are we doing on 235? We're getting there. Very slowly we are getting there. It's not the fastest process, unfortunately, but it is still happening. That is good. Yeah, I'm gonna need to set up some kind of a network of logistics robots, which means I'm gonna be here a while longer than I wanted to be, but what are you gonna do? I gotta make sure shit is taken care of at bare minimum. That means I have to wall in the conveyor belts too. That's fine. God fucking damn it. What is the brake force on this goddamn thing? So I gotta turn that chest into a passive provider chest, and I need to start building a fuck ton of walls around the area. Okay. Got plenty of ammunition now, which is good. Is that within range of... Yeah, within range of that. Good. If they reach the main factory, I am fucked. So I need to avoid having that happen as much as possible. I do have to say, I am kind of impressed the fact that despite ramming through several of the collectors It didn't do as much damage as I thought I would. So let me get a passive box set up with a snack collector. And I want to upgrade this to be as fast and as productive as possible. Oh, these have been some more with speed. Okay. All right. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a whole fuck ton of walls. Have the walls be stored separately. And then I'm going to take the walls. They should hopefully ignore the solar panels. But even if they don't, that's not that big of a loss, considering I'm no longer really relying on them quite as much as I was previously. This is part of the reason why I was more or less hoping for, like, sections to be, at least taken care of for the most part. And I'm trying to build this on the inside of their range. That way it's less of a travel to deal with. Turrets require copper plates, iron plates. Shit. Unfortunately, my copper is quite limited right now, so... Oh, hold on. Apparently I'm an intellectual fucking demon, because goddamn, I was planned for this. So... Get this. Okay. This can make, like, that. I think stack up to 50, so honestly, one of them is fine. One stack is fine. Okay. So... Yeah, unfortunately, it's just hinged upon this tiny little aspect. I should have more stone down here. Yeah. Honestly, it might be worth just setting up an entirely separate system nearby. Also, personal battery research is stalled. Why? Why is that? Oh, because I don't have any. Yeah, that makes sense. I did sort of turn those off, didn't I? Oopsies. Oopsies, oopsies. Yeah. Research will resume shortly. This is kind of a shitty position to have them in, but honestly, I don't really have much of a choice. I should have had this set up ages ago. Didn't. Thankfully, it was only a minor incursion, but there's no telling what else could be down the pipeline, so I need to be ready for when that does happen. So yeah. Where are you individually grabbing them? Ah! These. Thank you. Storage. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna need to express line it. Alright. Ah, wonderful. It's done. Very good. Very good. Yeah, I don't have. Mm, I haven't made too many of them, have I? Okay. Okay. That should be more than enough. staring. I think this has double the capacity. No, 5 times the capacity. Holy shit. Okay. Wait, in the same amount of space? Oh. Oh, yes. Absolutely, yes. Oh, no, that's kind of wild, actually. Okay. Alright, let me make a fleet of construction robots then. Okay, never mind. We are not making a fleet of construction robots. Now I can make a fleet of keep 10 of them on me. That should help speed up the construction of the wall. That is still within range, right? Yes. Okay, good. Why that one? I need to ask. Why that one? Because you've got a perfectly good pickup point. Hmm. I mean, I guess it is closer in terms of proximity, so fair enough. Am I gonna be? What does that achievement look like? I know I've got a hefty wall to climb right now, but crickets, 10 spawners by impact, 10,000 trees by fire. Okay, no, so there is a cliff explosive. 100 combat robots following you. But I did finish the game, didn't I? What? I'm confused. Oh, whatever. Because I know there's one thing in particular of having more. Oh, oh. Your daughter's machines using robots. Understood. now that I've got them automated, hopefully what it'll do is begin to... Okay, good it is. Hopefully what they'll do is when it reaches to... Okay. Now, does it fill it with ammunition? Yes or no? If it does, cool. There we go. Okay, I see. Oh, their carrying capacity is not great. Mm. Yeah, that... Oh, and I've got plenty of turrets now, so that's good. Oh, need to make more batteries. There's one. I'll get 100 battery capacity of it. Just speed that up. Away it goes. Now I get to have significantly more storage in a smaller area. Unfortunately, it uses fucking 10 times the battery to make 5 times the storage, which is fucking stupid, but whatever. I don't need all of them. Not gonna happen. Fine. Yeah, so right now I have 15 times the storage of what I did previously. No, not 15 times. Sorry. It's currently, I think, 4 or 5 times what I have. Mhm. 5 times the storage in one battery. I don't know. Long story short, we need more power production. So, like 4 of those. All right. Okay, so once I get the next battery, I will have officially 5 times. Well, that's uh, unfortunately, I need 2 batteries to make it that. But long story short, you get the picture. Well, significantly more storage than I did previously. Huh. I need to tone down. Can I get the? Yeah. Wait. I'm not sure why, but my monitor is like off color than what my normal one is. I've been like tweaking the colors to try and get it to look a little better. The colors aren't quite as vivid as they are on this monitor, which I think is attributed to the cord that I'm using. But I've gotten my monitor to be a little closer. I might have to up the contrast though. I don't need all of it. Fuck now. Okay. All right. We are now officially up to 5 times the initial power. Good. I don't know how people play like this without the ability to see everything going on. And you just have to assume based on what's going on the belts. Like, this is... I love playing like this. It tells me everything I need to know about everything that's going on. I know where things are at all times. Oh. Holy shit, wait a minute. I've used all of my 238? What? Wait, so what is... Here look like then? We're getting close! Oh my god, we're getting close! Oh my god. Ooh. Some rare 238. Wow. How wonderful. There we go. Start reading that. So... I want the potential to make more out of it than what I put in. Doing that, I should be able to get infinite 235 without quite as much work. Yeah. We're getting there. All I worry about is that we're getting there. Once we're there, fine. Anything before that, well, kind of just a disappointment. All right. box is special 238. But like the fact that I have this before I have all of the 235 that I need to begin the Corovax enrichment process, that's not okay, man. Like that's not okay. Alright. So put it there. It's only 10 kilowatts. It's a third of one solar panel. 200 kilowatts is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 16 of them in here. So I can do 480 kilowatts worth, which means both of those would be covered. These could be in use of something a bit better, but I mean, when I'm not recharging anything, it's not consuming power. When I'm not taking hits, this isn't consuming power. I also have several megajoules of energy stored, so there's that. Like, I am already well past the energy that I had previously. Is there anything that I might want to enhance my right? Cannon shell. Jeez. Oh, okay. I don't think I can access the mortar for a while. Yeah, that's not till down here. But that's the artillery shell. Where the fuck did it? What? Huh. All right. Well, woof. 25. Fuck. All right. I have the rocket. Um. Admittedly, I would like to get some level of rocket production up and running, but right now I do not have the materials I would need to do that. So that's not happening. How are things going on this front? Like, assuming it's the big things, but like I don't have any method of counteracting that. Can I hang on? Can I send a Roboport up, put it down, and then just have that begin work up there? Like, surely I can because there's no wind resistance, right? There's no, yeah, there's no like air resistance for lift. Huh. gonna send up one of these. Greater than or equal to 10 micropascals, which does not apply in space. Then can they operate out of the station, I wonder? Pause thrust for a bit. Because I am still drifting. Maybe if I send it... Okay, I see. So it can't send things when it's in thrust, but anything else, and it's fine. Okay, I understood. Not sure why the fuck I got sent back a bunch of Earth, though. You're sending more? What the fuck? Wonder if it'd be worth giving this production modules. I mean, I don't think this one's really going to be benefiting from it as much, but never hurts to check. So then maybe what I'll do is I'll do another space platform and do a bit where it just collects everything and then sends it to this platform. I don't know. What? Why are you sending platforms back? What the fuck? No, that's not... No. Because you have a maximum... Yeah, no, don't do that. Don't fucking do that. Never do that. Okay. I wish there was a way to incentivize... Maybe I can send water up. Because I have barrels, right? I wonder. There is water barrels. Can I then take the water out of the barrel after it's been sent up? I can send 100 of them, which is 500 water. Not bad. It says 0.06 for both of them, but like, I don't even think I'm getting that. Yeah, so it was just sending shit back because it had filled itself up. I don't want that to be doing that. Okay. Like, I'm okay with getting fucking white science back, but like, I don't need all that other shit. Oh god. Would it legitimately be easier to send shit into space before I drop it back down? I think it might be. And I hate that that's a reality. It might genuinely be easier for me to make the fucking rocket go into space, make a cargo bay or a fucking cargo drop off point at the locations that I need shit to go to, and just have them appear there. Like, I legitimately think it would be easier if I did it that way, and that's kind of wild. Huh. So, out of curiosity, can I go ahead and make myself another space platform thingy? Right? And, like, I do this and just ship it there. Can I not then just ship myself to the actual thing and then go from there? Like, this is the thing that I'm confused and exploring about, because, like, on the one hand, yeah, you need thrusters to get there, but if you can just make a space station that's there, why would you bother going there? And you can just send yourself to that other space station. Like, I'm just really confused. But we're gonna find out real fucking quick. Build new space platform on Volcanus. Go. Deliver the cargo. Not there. Rocket must deliver. Space platform starter pack first. Yes. Deliver. What do you mean? Oh. Hmm. There we go. Hopefully it'll do the smart thing and just give it the repair as well as a bunch of... Mm-mm. It is in fact not what it's doing. Which is really unfortunate. Literally everything is running fine except for carbon, because carbon is one of the most plentiful things, I guess. What do you mean you couldn't grab that? What? Come on, man. That's not very nice. I'm gonna let the first or the other rocket build. That way I can get some method of creation going of the actual rocket, but I don't think that's gonna happen. My fucking alloys are being slow because I don't have copper. It might be easier if I just halt production of the actual ground shit down here and go from there. I don't know, man. You know what? Maybe I should look into researching the tier 2 modules. Because it brings production up to 6%, meaning that after 4 or 5 crafts, well, actually, it'll be 6 because it needs a little more. But after 6 crafts, it'll produce extras, which, for the speed with which that's going at, that'll be extremely helpful. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Huh. Oh. 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 Oh no. No. Um. Huh. I. Wow. Yeah. No, I do have access to that now. That's. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Maybe I'll add another pair of legs. Have we reached it yet? Yes or no? No, not quite. Alright. Another 2 will get transferred over. Okay. This has just been the process of this while. Is transferring over 2 235s to make more fuel for the reactors. Then with that, allow that to power the base. And hope that it's enough. I don't fucking know. Like, I'm trying my best to get as much 235 in my hands as I can. But it is rough. Like, I am genuinely struggling to try to find a good enough method to be like, yeah, 235 for days. Hopefully, once I get this Corvax enrichment process going, everything will be solved. Everything will be good to go, and I won't have to worry about 235 anymore. Yeah. I need to figure out how I'm going to set that system up. I think what I'll do is I'll do like 2 stack inserters, one of them pulling for, or 3 stack inserters, one of them pulling for 238 and 2 of them for 235 to ensure the machine gets fully filled. And then with that set up, I can do a feed line that'll just add it to the rest, and anything that doesn't get picked up will get immediately sent into the power production to then be used in making of cells. Whether or not that will work is a bit of a different story because I'm not entirely sure how quick. I might deliberately slow them down then, just to ensure that everything does get picked up before it gets delivered to the actual drop-off point. But I'm not sure because right now it's going at a good speed. I should have 235 or enough 235 to start the process. Hopefully soon. And then once I have that, I can begin, just cycling it, making more, and just keep doing that. And then I shouldn't have to worry about power anymore. I can cut the solar panels entirely, which is why I haven't really been worrying about protecting them, because at that point in time, once I actually have all of this set up, I can do a 4th nuclear reactor, get all of that set up. Unfortunately, that requires me to make a lot of changes to everything going on here. But I think in doing that will give me a lot more freedom in doing specific things that I need to get done. Like, even as it stands right now, I have 3 fuel cells just kind of floating around at the thing. My general aim is to get this entire ring filled with fuel cells and have 4 reactors going at all times. That, I think, if I remember right, because each of them will have 2 neighbors, so they will be capable of producing 120 megawatts of heat. This consumes 10 megawatts of heat, meaning it's going to, holy shit, it's going to support fucking 12 of them per. Oh my god. Yeah, so I'm going to have to drastically overhaul how I'm doing this. And, yeah. Because at most, if you want to benefit from a reactor, I think the most you're going to be able to get out of it is 300%. You can do 4, but then you can't access any of the heat that the actual reactor is producing. So, like, if I did 1 reactor here, 1 reactor here, this one would be 3, but I couldn't put 1 here. And I could do the same thing here. and then just feed the two lines off of these two areas, and then go that way. And then I'd have the 200% from this one, and this one, I guess. But if it's in a block, they're all 200, and they're all capable of supporting 12 of them, which is two steam turbines, which is each of them producing 5 megawatts. So what? It's 24 times 5, which is 120-ish megawatts per reactor, putting me at 480 megawatts, which is well and away above whatever I'm using right now. And eventually, once I actually have the fuel, oh, here we go, we got another one. Once I actually get the fuel capable of doing what it is that I need it to do, then I think I'm going to be in a really good position to be capable of doing really whatever the hell it is that I need to do. Oh, I can get rid of that now. But no, it's always a good day when I see 235 get made. But yeah, no, like I'm kind of excited to see how this goes because like my uranium slot problem is slowly being solved. It's not fast. It's not by any means great, but once it is, then it will be forever as long as I do things right. Um, so yeah, what I'm gonna do is probably I will. How do I want to do this? I should probably swap what side this is on. That way I can do what I need to separately. Right, one sec. All right, we're good. Good. Breathe again. But once I get the 235 all set and ready to go, I'll start making that loop go. And then any that remains at the end of it, I'll try and like filter in to the left side. Oh, we got another one. Hell yeah, hell yeah. We have two more. And then the process can begin. Which is kind of nice. I will not lie. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Shit. Alright. I gotta go grab the tank. Thankfully, it has something. Does it? No. We're gonna try and go around. So. I'll set a couple of them up. Unfortunately, this time around, I don't have a an achievement to tell me that it's happening, which sucks, but it is what it is. I'm gonna go to the tank, and I'm gonna go take care of that satellite nest. that satellite nest needs to go. Shit. Hold on, ammo. Fine. Thankfully, there should be a pretty decent backstock of ammunition here. I might also upgrade my grenades to cluster grenades soon, but that's a bit of a lengthy process. I really want to do it right this second. So I'll wait on that for right now. Oh yeah, fucking munition, baby. Let's go. Okay. All right, I have more than enough now. I should probably test and see how the rifle does on its own. Just kind of like try and peel through, because now that I have the upgraded munitions, I think it does more. No, it doesn't do more damage, but it shoots significantly faster, so it might be worthwhile trying it out. But I need to go take out that satellite nest, because I worry that it has plans that I don't want coming to fruition, so. This has some defense set up for it, but I do need to. Yeah. So they're going to be on their way in a moment. I just watched it flicker over it. You know what? We're just going to. There we go. Problem solved. I just, Yeah, that's pretty effective. I won't lie. That is remarkably effective. Hmm. Interesting. Alright then. Tune us down. I think it's really funny how I'll get access to a nuke before I get access to cliff explosives. Like, I don't know why. But that's just really funny to me. Alright. Has the process begun yet? I think I'm like one away now. Nope, I am exactly where I was when I left. Like, fucking. That's my gripe with it. Is I get 0.7 is relatively generous, but at the same time, it is the biggest pain in the ass that you have to go through thousands and thousands of iterations of uranium processing to get enough to begin the Corovax processing issue. And then from there, after you've done that, you finally have enough to do everything that you need to do. It's like, holy shit. Mm, 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 mm. We need to purposely downgrade these. So these are going to be for 235 because I want to make certain that it gets put in. And this last one, I'll let be flexible. How is it looking on? Hopefully it can hold out. Hopefully it can hold out. I don't think it's going to, though. I think I might need to swap it. I don't know another one. I'm not happy about it, but I might need to. That's not, I do have iron plates. There we go. Okay. That's got a little bit more. That's not mass. Oh, it's begun. It's begun. Holy shit, it's begun. It is by no stretch of the imagination fast at all. Maybe I'd do better having at least one speed 2 module in there. I don't know. But now what I can do is, because it's enough to at least do the process, because it produces how much more? One. One additional. Alright. But that does mean that now I am beginning to produce infinite 235. Like, this is, at this point in time, anything extra can be fed directly into the line and no longer needs to be fed into the system. This system is entirely separate. I can let it run whatever the hell it wants to do, and we're great. Honestly, I think that extra 238 could be fed in. Like, if I use a filter for 238, that's fine. And any of the extra shit can just be sent that way. But I think it should be capable of collecting every single 235 piece that I think. Let me wait and see. Yeah, okay. No, that's super capable. Awesome. So eventually, what'll happen is it'll begin to produce a surplus. That surplus will begin to drip feed the actual production. Then what I can do is I can expand production, include a second section, which will then produce more. Now, what I'm thinking about doing is one section for speed, one section for production. But we'll see. Because I wouldn't mind that, where it's 30% faster. Well, sorry, 25% faster. Still faster than putting in just a single one. But it's producing more, and I'm not worried about quality, because quality is neither here nor there. Pollution, I don't know if these actually produce. And they do, but it's not like it's not the drills pollution kind of deal. But no, that is genuinely awesome. I'm super excited to see this actually fucking running. That's awesome. So yeah, now I have 3 in this cycle. So all in all, if I just let this system run, I should now be capable of permanently producing power. Hopefully. And I'm hoping, because let me see. Um, Extra products at the cost of increasing. Okay. So, hopefully, when it goes through one of the processing cycles or one of the productivity cycles, it'll begin to do a double drop where it'll just flood the system with 235, filling itself and anything that it has spare of because it'll be producing more than it needs. Just flood it with 235. Incredibly happy camper. Wait and see how to do round of this me to better increase my productivity of that. Let me actually go ahead and do this and put the 238 on the inner line. That way it doesn't block 235 up until it reaches that corner. But I'm hoping what'll happen is it'll get used in fairly large abundance through the use of that. And what I can do is, if any 235 does reach that back, like this front section of this line, hopefully what I can do is just use an inserter and send it. Oh, hello. That one made it over. Awesome. Cool. That's good. Fuel is being produced while this process is happening. That's awesome. Because unfortunately, it's not going to be a fast. Like I've submitted to that. That's fine. But I'm hoping when it runs through that bonus production, I will get a double shot of 235. Meaning that suddenly the system is flooded, absolutely flooded with 235 because it produces 40. Meaning I'll be getting upwards of 80 out of it if all goes well. But mind you, it has to go well. Okay, that's done. Cool. Great. Fantastic. Wonderful. I'm going to make one of those. I'm going to chuck it in instead of the normal one. So I will be getting a 6% productivity, which is about 50% more than what it did previously. Which drops it from 25 crafts to 12 and a half, I think. No, that's double. 16 is probably a bit closer. Which, honestly, fine, great, fantastic, wonderful. Or if I really sacrifice speed, I can do 12% in about 6 crafts, I think. Is it 6? No. It'd be closer to 9. Yeah, no. I need to make another one. I'm just happy I finally managed to get the fucking Coravax enrichment process going. Because, like, I'm producing fuel cells in abundance. Like, I'm actually overproducing fuel cells, which is good. And then once I get the second one, I'll be sacrificing speed. But every 10 crafts, bare minimum 10 crafts, I will be getting a potential for double. I think it's double. But because of the way that this is set up, is it will always have room to feed this process more and more and more and more until eventually it should begin to produce extra. But that's a fairly lengthy way out, and I do want to make sure that it does actually begin to produce it. Okay. It is really nice to see that I am producing in abundance on the fuel cells. So stack size is 100. I just have to hope that the amount that I get out of it will be worth it. It's producing 14% more pollution. I would rather not, but I don't really have much choice in this matter. Because, well, yeah, there's just not much I can do about that. Once I can get this going, then hopefully I should be good just to really start using uranium for just about anything that I need. And it doesn't really matter if it's 238 or 235, I can just produce more. Um, like I said, my hope is that at a later point in time, what I can do is start a second reactor process where both of them are producing the uranium that they need, and then my production can just kind of continue from there to produce more and more and more and more out of what little I've made. Because right now I'm up to 11, right? Like this process has gone 12 or 13 times roughly, because I've probably used like one or two of them for actually making fuel cells. And also, we have probably like what, 20 fuel cells just on the line as extra. God damn. Either way, I'm a little worried about the bugs, I will say. Because I've noticed them making satellite nests more and more in areas that I don't like them doing it in. So I'm imagining that at some point in time, they're just going to be like, oh, here's a big nest in the middle of your area. Have fun with it. But I don't think that's going to necessarily happen because it takes time for something like that to happen. But I do want to see what the bonus production looks like. If it's 50%, that's fine. That's still 20 to feed into it. If it's 100%, that's double, immediately amazing. And I can start another one instantly. If it's like 10, I mean, I wish it could be better, but I'm not really gonna complain. As far as I know, um for the fucking thingamabobs, the copper wires. Huh. That's not good. I just got a text message from the state police about a crash that happened and a brush fire that was caused because of it. Um, oh no. That's not, that's not great. Well, it's a decent chunk away, but, uh, yeah, that's not great. Um, hmm. Well, hopefully that person's doing it right. I didn't even see if it made more or less. Damn it. I think it just produces one. It doesn't seem to have made all that much more. It's definitely not double. Fuck, man. Let me see. Um, bonus production. Productivity. Productivity is a percentage-based modifier that can be applied to assembling machines, mining drills, and lab-type buildings. It causes the machine in question to output percent more of items science relative to its inputs. A machine with 20% productivity will output 20% more of its items over time with the same inputs. Some buildings have innate productivity bonuses. Technologies can give productivity bonuses to particular recipes or processes for buildings and recipes which support them. Productivity modules can also increase productivity. Productivity bonuses from all applicable sources are first added together to get an overall productivity for that process. When a building or recipe provides productivity, the purple bar appears below the normal bar. As the machine operates, the productivity bar increases the rate relative to the crafting bar, scaled productivity percentage. If the productivity bonus is 20%, then the productivity bar fills up at the rate of 20% of the crafting bar. If the productivity bonus is 150%, the bar will fill 1.5 times every time the crafting bar fills up. When the productivity bar is completely fills up, a new output is generated in accordance to whatever recipe or mining is currently being performed. If the recipe or product produces multiple outputs, the productivity output will create the same number of outputs. If quality modules are being used on the machine, the productivity output will be the same quality as that of the current output being crafted. That is, the random quality roll is made when crafting it starts. Result is duplicated whenever the productivity bar completes. That means a machine with 50% productivity will produce 50% more items with the same input represented in the simple formula. Additional product cycle equals productivity over. Okay. So, because I'm currently only using 12% productivity, I'm only getting 12% more. So 12% of 40 is rounded down 4. Isn't bad, per se. Because that is a pretty solid jump than just 1, I would think. Because it's producing 40, which 10% of 40 is 4. Yeah, no, that's all right. I can take that. So, yeah. I would add productivity and like speed modules and shit to the miners, but the reason why I haven't done that yet is because this is just from them existing.
Not even them being upgraded. So, yeah. Oh, shit, let me mute first before I adjust my microphone. There we go. All right. So, long story short, power is solved. Power is done. Don't need to worry about power anymore. Great. Awesome. Fantastic. Now I need to protect the fuck out of my power. Yeah. So, I'm gonna head back. I'm gonna go make a bunch of walls. I'm gonna go make a bunch of the bots, and I'm gonna try and set up a system where it is a completely enclosed area where that can just exist in perpetuity, hopefully, produce power, and be great. Don't know if this is necessarily going to happen, but we'll find out real fucking quick. Okay, so need a bunch of those to be made, but problem is I do not have the processing output right now to be able to do that. Thankfully, those are coming through pretty good. Oh, I should actually begin to upgrade that now that I'm thinking about it, because how many does it produce? One. But at the speed, input relative to output. So if it's inputting what, 22. It would produce more. A fair bit more at that. It might be worth it. Okay, let me make a few of these real quick. Okay. So it's 100. Nope, not yet. 120% faster with all three. Okay. So if I make upgraded productivity modules, okay. Then I can go feed these to the copper production and all that, and just massively increase the output at which those are going at. Because maybe productivity rounds up instead, because I've been getting 2 out of copper wires, so maybe it rounds up. Because it's only 1, but if it's a pretty significant chunk, then I would imagine that it
could be wrong. Let me do those ones first. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, no, that seems way better than what it was previously. Okay. So I know now that I'm kind of cooking on that idea. So I'll probably end up doing the same thing to all of the normal ones, and this will help reduce the speed at with which it's being consumed on the copper belt. So more of it'll get through, allowing for more things to be crafted at a better speed. And oh my god, yeah, no, that is absolutely worth it. If I can upgrade all of these to productivity, that'll be even better. Because yes, 2 or 3 crafters are fucking fast, but if I can increase their productivity overall, that would be huge, I think. So let me just throw this down, right? So yeah, now it's capable of not only keeping up, but more of them are getting the copper wires that they need. So this might end up leading to a backlog of copper wires, allowing for copper production to further be used in other locations, which would be huge. Because now that I have legitimate power means to which to, handle all of this, it makes sense that I would do something like this. To start, upgrading my machines that are a bit lackluster, to say the least. Like if I do this. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, but now it's actually reaching the entire realm of all of it. And there's actually a copper buildup here too, which is crazy. Yeah, so right now the biggest thing that I need to upgrade is the circuit production. If more machines participate with a higher productivity, then I think I'm going to be good. Because right now it's just barely keeping up. And honestly, this speed module in this particular fucking crafting, fucking amazing. I love it. Let me go finish upgrading that. And I'm gonna give all of them productivity modules. That way I know for a fact it's going to be producing more. Because, like, I don't care if it's slower, if it means it's producing significantly more out of what I'm giving it. Right? Like, if I do that, I should begin to see a bit of an excess form. Those are full, those are full, those are full. These are actually keeping up. Fuck, holy shit. Hey, yo. Hell yeah. Okay. I should be more than capable of finishing off upgrading all of those. Now that I've upgraded that, it looks like it's flowing much more steadily. It's actually keeping up with demand too, which is kind of crazy. That's really good to see. And because of how quickly these get produced, the productivity module fucking goes nuts, which is awesome. Copper's still getting pretty quickly devoured, but that's fine. If I can give this productivity module as well, then maybe that'll be even better too, but that's also feeding the platform production going to space station, so that's okay to be a bit struggling, but honestly the fact that Copper has been able to keep up despite being A, so far out, and B, so limited in its production, that's kind of nice. I won't lie. Why is yellow taking up both sides? What the fuck? What? Um, what? What? Okay, no, never mind. Okay. If it's just till there, cool, great, fantastic, wonderful, we like that. That's fine. I was a little worried there for a second. So, next step I think I'm going to do is probably upgrade my projectile damage once more, because doing this will make my already really fucking strong uranium weaponry significantly stronger, um, which will be great because I kind of need it. Oh wow, it's beginning to build up a bit. Okay, okay, I like that. Copper wire going nuts.
Very good. I do think I should probably begin to upgrade my general production of everything. So, I'm gonna let that run again. My iron gears aren't gonna be happy, but that's fine. I'm not too worried about it. Pick up more productivity modules. The more of these that I can fit, the better. I thought about putting a productivity module into this just to be like, ooh, we're gonna make more. No, not worth it. These aren't producing them regularly enough to make it worthwhile. But I need to work on my front end stuff before I can begin working on all of the stuff that's later down. Like, they're not crazy massive improvements to what is or has been, but they are doing work, and that's what I appreciate, is that it is actually making a difference in the process that I'm doing. I think the more productivity modules I give it, the easier it'll be to get things smoothly rolling along. Because even with just about everything using copper, they're keeping up, which is crazy to me. Because this is not something that I could pull off even like a short while ago. Now I'm capable of doing it in spades, and I'm not having any issues. That's nuts to me. So that's cool. I like that. This is one of the big reasons that I really enjoy Factorio, is because once you actually get a new technology and you learn how to implement it, it changes literally everything about how you go about doing things in your factory. Like I haven't used the efficiency modules yet, obviously, but like for higher drain shit, you can mitigate some of the issues that might be having with their power drain. Like if I run into a situation where it's like, oh, I've got this machine that's like massively, massively, massively consuming a shit ton of power, well, you can use efficiency modules and suddenly it's not consuming as much. But I haven't really had that problem yet because I'm producing so much unbelievably
horrendous amounts of power that, like, I'm not having that issue. Speaking of which, let me take a check into how things are going up here, because they should be getting to a point where, ooh, we're getting close. We're getting close. Very good. So, once that hits the stack size of 100, what's going to end up happening is the following. 235 is then going to get filtered into here, out to here, and then sent down the line, which means that every time this process comes and creates more 235, it will then send it onto the line and everything will be great. I'm no longer worried about this not grabbing all of it, because it has such a surplus that I don't think I need to worry about it. Like, I've created so much 235 that everything should be fine. And I am eventually going to get to the point where I am producing so much 235 that it kind of becomes a non-issue about whether or not I have enough 235 to be able to create power cells, which are currently building up rather rapidly, which is very good. Very good problem to have. These don't have any upgrades, so there's no point in me even attempting to do that. I don't think these have any upgrades either. I'm going to do these, so there's really nothing I can do with that. Yeah, no. So this area has just become one of the most precious areas that I need to protect, because I have a feeling that at some point in time soon, and the water is green. That's new. I do not remember the water being green. I have a feeling that has something to do with all the pollution that I've been doing. Yeah, I imagine that's probably what it is. If I go to somewhere that doesn't have quite as much pollution, you'll notice the water is still quite blue, but it is turning green. So, this is probably an algae bloom. Just an assumption. Not entirely sure if it's true. However, yeah. Locals probably aren't happy about that. But to be fair, I am making very cool things. Very cool things. Now, all that said and done, um, I need more productivity modules. Like, they are honestly very quickly becoming the lifeblood of the entire operation, and I am so fucking glad that I have them at my disposal, because holy shit, they are amazing. I love everything about them. They're fantastic. They're wonderful. Beforehand, I was kind of iffy about them. Like, they're good in certain aspects, but they're better in others. I think this, like, for faster crafting, less consuming items, they are significantly better than what would be like any other option. Alright, so now just about everything has productivity modules, meaning they're going to be slower, but they'll produce, which is good. Um, General speed is down by about 40%, but because it's such a trivial product that it doesn't really matter. Um, yeah. Yeah. So my pollution may or may not go fucking wild here in a moment, because it is up by quite a bit. 14% per machine that I added on to, which is not great, all things considered. 28%, I should say, because it's 7%. Yeah. But long story short, we are producing significantly more than what we used to, and that's great. That's fantastic, because that means that this side of things isn't consuming quite as much, which is honestly awesome. Um, the less copper I consume, the better. Eventually, what I want to try and do is I want to try and get the tier 3 productivity modules down in them, which will be even better, because I think those are, what, 12% or 16%, depending on what one it is. But I think I need to go to an entirely different planet in order to get my hands on that. So that's a bit of an issue. Unless I have access to them. No, I don't have access to them now. tier 3 of speed. Oh, hey, there's the cliff things. That's pretty neat. That requires calcite? Weird. Oh no, there it is. Okay. So, yeah, I need to get agricultural science, which, ooh, spoils in an hour. Oh, God. So, oh, fuck. That's gonna be a bit of a problem. Ah, I see. So, hmm, it goes from 6 to 10, which would be 66% increase to its productivity increase. It's kind of fucking aggressive. It is what it is. There's not much I can do about that. Right, I'll wait for one more, then I'll go continue to add to my productivity situation. Yeah, I might do my gears next, in all honesty, because they're another bit that's been quite lacking in their ability to produce, which I'm not a fan of, but okay, it is what it is. There's not much to do about that. So that's all set. Those are all set. Those are all set. Good. Now those are all set, and more copper will begin to flow down there, which is good. Why does it look like copper is getting a slowdown? Ooh, yeah, these are all that I needed to do. Honestly, with these only producing one, having the productivity modules in these is kind of nice. Because they only produce one per, and 10% is not massive. Ooh, projectile damage just went up. How much? Oh, baby, let's go! 48 damage. Hell yeah. So now it does basically fucking massive amounts. I think it's 6 times the total value of what I was doing, which is fucking absurd. God damn. I might. Yeah, I think it might be best if I add more to the copper, because copper is just like it stops and goes and stops and goes and stops and goes. So I might be better off if I just add a bunch to the copper line and essentially just keep feeding it. Like I don't really know what else to do. Like I know that I'm going to be adding to my pollution issues, and that's probably not great. However, I'm kind of at that point where I can't really care. Um, like I have needs that need to be met for the factory. Like my copper sheets are absolutely in the shitter right now, and yeah, no, that needs to change rather rapidly. Um, Thankfully, with the increased production, that means I'll be able to do quite a lot more than what I could previously. So that's good. Steel. Do that, and there we go. But walling all of this in is going to be a bit of an issue because, um, it's not exactly fucking great for me to try and do that. If I could, I would, but as it stands right now, I don't really need to. It just fucking bugs me that there's a hole in my grid. But that's just like a personal issue that I have with my factory right now. Is that like it's just not. I enjoy grids, alright? That's all I gotta say. So mean, honestly, do I really need fast inserters? No, I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Okay. So let me do this instead. No. Wait. I'll go grab it. Okay. So now that I've got them, and I have plenty of long arm inserters to be able to do the other side of the aspect, so that's good. And then what I can begin to do is feed these with the productivity 2 modules, and any that don't get the 2 module, or any that do get the productivity 2 modules can then send their productivity modules to these ones instead. And basically we're just going to create like a chain of command of who's getting what productivity modules. Long story short, we're looking to expand production for so what I'm going to do is this. That way it can be segmented a bit better. Should hopefully assist with not getting dropped off. Sucks. Maybe I'd be better off doing this instead. Alright, leave it like that. But I can do it here. That. Do I need another? That. That's creating a slowdown. I don't want. I guess. So that's just rather slowing things down. Maybe? I need to upgrade those, that's for sure. If I upgrade those, I should be fine. So let me see if I have any made. Yep, I have exactly the amount that I need made. Wonderful. Okay, there we go. That should even things out a bit. I do definitely think I need. Okay. You can't do that to me. I was standing on a belt, but I thought there was some kind of earthquake going on. Oh my god. Don't fucking scare me like that, man. That's not cool. Alright. So I've got a static inserter, so I can use that instead of the fast inserter that I've got down here and speed up the production of that. That's That's fine. I'm not worried about that. What do I need? I don't know what specifically I need right now. I was doing I got absolutely fucking side blasted by that, and I don't know why. Right? Okay, never mind. I remember now. Holy shit. Okay, so upgrade that. Right, that can't take. We'll do that instead.
that's getting plenty to work with there, which is good. Yeah. I think it's high time I go start taking out some bugs again. Because I'm going to need to, but upgrades do need to happen. So, let me do that. Okay. That should even out the speed at with which that's coming out. So, let me adjust this a little bit as well. That way I can further increase my throughput. Yeah. Hopefully I'll see it begin to catch up. Yeah, it seems like it is beginning to catch up, which is good. Okay. If I can keep it going. I don't know if it's going to be able to, but we'll see. You know what? Let me try this then. We'll do that. That seems like it helped a little bit. Not massively, but a little bit. I'll have that stuff sent to that side. That way it's not clogging up that one too much. Okay, and because of the way that this is set up, this is no longer necessary. Okay, copper throughput is through the fucking roof, which is awesome. That is actually amazing. It should begin to build up quite quickly, in fact, now that it's actually been produced. It's increased as it has been. Yeah, it's slowly passing that third one. Good, good. Okay. Um, I mean, I guess I might as well do the other two module. Actually, you know what? No. Give me mining productivity. Use this purple science. You know what? I'll do landmines. It's cheap. It's easy enough. We'll do that next. We'll do stronger flammables is kind of here or there. Like, I don't really necessarily need them too much, but it is somewhat helpful. I don't know. Mining productivity would be helpful because then I wouldn't have to worry about it necessarily producing more pollution, but it would still produce more ore, which would be helpful. Stronger explosives, yeah, that would be helpful, I guess. Um, Problem is that it uses yellow. All right. So landmines and the flammables should go over pretty quickly. Like I'm not too worried about that. Copper sheets are fucking flying down the line, which is awesome. Um, like that quite a lot. And they are all upgraded, so I don't have to worry about things getting backed up on that department. Everything is getting used. It is actually slowly backing up, which is kind of nice to see. Never mind, it's keeping pace. I say a thing, telling my factory's like, oh, you want to say that again, though? Okay. But that is very good. That is very good to see because that means that everything is actually running which is awesome. So now begins the lengthy journey of starting to upgrade the product of the furnaces. Upgrading furnaces is kind of a big deal for the most part because they're easy enough to upgrade, but in doing so, I get significantly more product out of it. And if my current predicament is anything to go on, I'm probably very quickly going to run into an issue where I'm producing too much, which is not a bad problem to have. Um, Generally speaking, okay, good. Throughput is solved. Everything is keeping up. We like it. It's very good. It might be worthwhile putting another English. Holy shit! Another splitter. Jesus Christ. Um, Further down the line on the right. That way, I got the tracks. That way, it can further continue to allow for more throughput rather than it just feeding it into it kind of all willing. Oh, I might have done it too much. Both lines are moving rather rapidly, so I want to see what is copper production. Okay. Absolutely flawless. Never mind, it's totally fine. Holy shit. I was genuinely worried there for a second. I'm like, oh god, am I actually tapping into it? No, no, I'm not. Yeah. So we're doing fine. Okay. I've recovered from my fucking coughing fit. Holy shit. Oh, how is the Corvax enrichment process going? Quite well. We're halfway through, which is very good. Actually, how is my? I think I just thought they were pretty much full. About halfway. That's pretty good. I definitely need to make a splitter up there that either like splits it here or here. But either way. Alright, so one side is flowing rather smoothly, which is good. Ooh, 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 ooh. No, 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 no. Express, express, not express. Okay. So I need to upgrade that. Oh boy, bone is running out rather quickly. So let me go upgrade more. Should I make a separate? Yeah, I should probably make a separate. Fuck. Okay. So thankfully, they seem to take on a pretty similar crafting recipe to what is going on here. Not down here. Right here. So if I do belts off of this line, which I can actually do right here. belts are done, I need to feed them into a splitter machine, which is going to use electronic circuits and iron plates, which get taken from that line. So I'm going to need to do probably that. We'll do that just to make sure that both are capable of grabbing from it. So it'll be like that. And do that to feed into it. That's not going to work quite as well. So, filter, you are specifically looking for both that and the circuits. Can you do both, or you? So you don't do both. You do one. Kind of a pain in the ass, but whatever. Okay. We'll do this. And then I'll use this side to specifically look for filters. And then both of them can get sent out. Okay. Oh, that one's not received. Okay. That's taken care of. Tier 2 gets sent through another round of that, but it's iron gears and that, so I can just send it over here to this part. So it gets fed both pieces. Okay, so stack inserted would be better for the job. Understood. Okay. They're done. These can get transported in the network, because that is within range, into passive provider chests, which make it available to the logistics network. So those will get sent, I believe, if this is how this works, it could be wrong. Let me actually look into these. So active provider chest sends its contents to the logistic network. Okay, so yes, I want this one. So let me pause research on the stronger explosives right now. We'll get the logistics system up and running, and then from there I should be good to go. Hopefully. So if I do that, I can then have a requester chest when I get that down here by this, which should, I believe, be in range. Never mind. No, it's not. But I need another RoboPort. I have one, conveniently. Love that. There. So once I get the logistics system, I can then do provider chests and requester chests. The requester chest will specifically be looking for this specific item, and then from there I can just have it sent over via the robots, and yeah, everything will be great. And oh, look at all this ammo! Look at all that damage! Yeah, no, I'm having a good time. Holy shit, Copper just went fucking... What the hell? When did that happen? Okay. Hell yeah. Do it up, Copper. Okay. So, I should probably set up individual, like, points to begin, set up on various things. Water's green. Like, I know that's what pollution does. Like, goddamn. How far away am I from making this planet uninhabitable? Like, it's nuts. Like, grab one of my... Not that one. This one. Don't mind all the crinkling. I just want to visit you, man. My throat ain't happy with me. Alright. So. Long story short. Need to work on my situation. Thankfully, power is solved. Power I am no longer worried about. I don't need to really worry or panic or anything like that anymore. This is reaching half a stack, which is fucking amazing. But what I do need to do is get production. Things. It might be worthwhile to continue to feed the limited amount of I guess I'm reaching a point where I can just have it feed itself. Where if I put like a slower inserter on the front, I can then do a stack inserter in the back. That way I can do like a recursory, I think is the word that I'm looking for. Processing where it just like it feeds the loop and then any excess it'll pull from the line. That kind of a deal. There we go. All right. So, if I have my logistic system, mental brain gymnastics set up, this
I can have request specifically these. And what that will do is, yes, awesome, 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 great, fantastic. That makes my life so much easier. It's genuinely not even funny. So, now that that's all set, I can actually set up the same situation for this other chest as well, because if you remember, both of these are set up at the end of the line down there. So now, what I can do is if I tell it to go grab me some of these and some of these, this doesn't have to worry about for a short while because it's already got enough in there to cover it for a bit. But essentially what this means for me is that now what'll happen is I can begin the process of setting up a logistics network, which is fucking crazy. I do not think I have ever like legitimately done this yet. Like, this is the first time that I'm genuinely delving into actually setting up a full logistics network, which is wild. Um, but yeah. So obviously it needs to go pick up some cogs and stuff like that. But oh, active requester chests would make sure that that has a backlog. Okay, I see. So yeah, I need to make a fuck ton more flying robots then. I'm gonna make 25. You know what? Go nuts. Yeah. So yeah, that's really cool actually, and I have a feeling it's going to be eating at my power a wee bit. Not even. Holy shit. Okay. Okay. So at night I have some issues, but during the day I'm perfectly fine. How is the 10-minute run of? Okay. So we have some ups and downs, but generally speaking, it seems like it's fine. Like, it'll dip, then it'll go back up. Okay. So the accumulators just take the excess, which means we're 7 megawatts over what we actually legitimately need, which is crazy to me, but honestly, amazing. All right. Now begins the great upgrade.
should be able to grab from me. Because I have the personal logistics network on me. Maybe I should upgrade the speed and carrying capacity of what they can do. We'll do speed first because it's cheaper. How much faster will they be moving? 45%. So that should be pretty noticeable. Oh? What's the issue? Oh. There you go. Go nuts. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna follow it actually. Now that I'm realizing that. Okay, so you are going to be specifically requesting these. Yeah. Okay. And hopefully that will override the like the base protocol of automation can't go past X, Y, and Z. I don't think it will, but it should hopefully. If it doesn't, then not that big of a deal, I guess. Like, I just don't want it to be producing a metric fuck ton of the normal belts. You know what I mean? Because it has the potential to do that, but I just don't want it to. So I'll insert these manually. That way they're in there. Sadly, I don't think they're gonna get the message about it being like, hey, no, just put shit in there, you'll be fine. Okay, so let me further increase production. Oh yeah, wow, they're way faster now. Holy shit. That was immediately noticeable. Yeah, okay. I'm okay with you sending them to me. will increase their flight speed further. Honestly, I don't even think I need that much. 50 is plenty. Because that's 50 on my person now as well. Which should be, honestly, more than what I would need. For this, I think I'll do that the same restriction. This, I will set to 2. That way, it's 1 stack of each will kill it. That's not big of a deal. Then any extra that are needed will get sent to here. Okay. Yeah, my green and red badges have been absolutely devastated. Okay, I'm gonna have to upgrade these to provider chests, or maybe not provider chests. Buffer chests. Request specified items to be available for personal logistics and automatic insurance. No. Send us contents logistics. That might be what I want. No. Yeah, I think I want this one instead. Because they won't store them in it, but it'll at least be available for the network should it need it. That being said, I'm not receiving. Ah, that would be why. There we go. So it turns out you need to do the source rather than the end of it. If you don't, well, you run into an issue like that where it's like, we did though. No, you didn't. You didn't. Okay. Now everything's back up to ship shape. Oh, hello there. Realize you existed. Or that. Or that. Or that. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of red that I need to fix before I can really do anything else. But it'll all get done. Eventually. It'll be a slow and gradual transition. Anyway, that's been it for this one. In all honesty, I genuinely think that things are going incredibly well. We have significantly better ammunition. Our power production is no longer a problem, and honestly, it's getting to a point, hopefully soon, that I don't need to worry about it because, well, we have 74 uranium-235 just chilling here in this, which is honestly mind-boggling, but the fact that I have it is honestly amazing. I might actually do is go drop off a couple of beacons, and we'll do 2 stacks of productivity just to kind of boost it up a little bit more, increase the percentage in with which we're getting, and then also do speed modules as well, um, to further increase the speed with which it's working at, because it's kind of slow right now. Um, but I don't know if I don't think it will. No, because it's two module slots. So two module slots should give me 10-ish%, assuming it's diminishing returns across the one. Um, but like that shouldn't be that big of an issue. Let me have that. Nope. No, I don't. Did I put it? I might have put it down. Did I put it down over here? I think I did. No. Where did I put it then? What the fuck? Like I know I didn't use it. I don't think, unless it's in one of these chests. You know, yep, there it is. I was gonna say that might be the case, which it was. So let me go real quickly, set that up, and then after that, I think I will call that for the stream. Honestly, I got a lot of shit done today. It's kind of wild what happens when you're really focused on something and shit just kind of like slips out of your hands in a really good way. Like as goofy as that sounds. Speaking of which, how is production on this looking? Eee. Oh no, that's not looking good at all. Yeah, no, I need to increase my circuit production. Yeah, okay, so now that I have a better grasp on my copper production, I can actually go ahead and extend this a bit because I can handle more. So let me do that real quick. I am actually going to need to extend my power line here. Oh, there we go. Okay. Gotta keep that nice, perfect grid going. And then I need productivity 2 modules, which I don't have. Ow. What the fuck do I not have? Ah, there we go. Right, 'cause my inventory is full. Yeah. About that. So, um, hmm. So let me drop off. Well, damn. Factory is so quiet. Like there's obviously activity happening, but like it's weird seeing it rest. What's my power at? Oh fuck. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to look into getting that next reactor up and running. And then when I do, I'm gonna have to do more heat, which is going to suck, but I should actually no. That won't be as bad because now I have a grasp on how logistics are set up. So realistically, it shouldn't be that big of a problem to get that set up. Oh. Oh my. I have a lot of work. Huh. I'll figure that out later. Anyway, that's been it for this one. I appreciate you folks for stopping by, vibing out, and hanging out with me. And yeah, um, I have some plans that I might want to try and poke around at, try and get all of that fixed up because I feel like I could probably fairly easily figure out a method in with which I am capable of doing very fun and cool things. But for right now, that'll be for this one.